How do people turn their passions into an actual career?
Right. I think the first thing has to do, especially if you're younger, with support of your family. So I've talked to a lot of people who have a passion but don't even want to express it because it's not the direction their parents had envisioned for them. So I think that the first thing is that you hope that you have support around you from the people that matter most to you. The way I look at it is I could take photos of cockroaches or I could take photos of dancers, but what are people going to want to see more? They're going to want to see dancers. So you can invest the same amount of time in something that nobody wants to see, or you can really invest your time in something that you think might resonate with the general public, and it needs to mean something to you. So if you use the example of Dancers Among Us, two things. I thought, have I ever seen this? No. Would people want to see it? Yes. Am I passionate about it? Yes. If you can answer those three things, then I think you have a pretty good shot. And then, of course, the thing that's very obvious is just work your butt off, okay, right? Because it's not going to do any good if you're not putting 15 hours a day into it, in my mind. So as much effort as you can put into it. And yeah, the thing about my headshot career, I made a decision when I started this career that I still stand by today, which is I don't want to make any decisions based on money. So the first thing was, nobody knows who I am. I don't want to start trying to charge people. I just want to shoot for 6 months and not charge anybody anything. And I remember the first time I charged, it was for $50. The film cost $50. So I broke even and I was like, yes, I'm like, somebody's willing to pay me, you know? And I remember my goal was ultimately, if I can charge $500 a headshot and do 3 a week, I'll be set. That's $6,000 a month. Yeah, I was doing all the numbers. And within, you know, a few months, it was 1,000 per shoot, 3 a day, 7 days a week. And it really took off. But I think it came from the passion.
I think that is such great advice because so many people are worried, are overly consumed by how can you actually make money from this, right? And especially when you start explaining your dreams to other people, a lot of times other people will kill your dreams because you haven't figured the financial part of it out. But yourself and a lot of other successful people that we've talked to, one common trait is they never started with the money aspect. Absolutely. They just started with what is their passion? What do they love doing? How can they make it different? And then over time, it led to success. And that's worked out so well for you. You know, there's this common perception that young people are told that they're too young to go after their dreams, or they don't know what they're doing, right? And that's why they need to listen to their teacher or their parent or whoever else that's going to steer them in their life direction. You've actually found your passion later on in life. And when you think of most YouTubers, you know, they're in their teens or in their early 20s. So what was it like when you actually broke into YouTube, you know, being older than...
Can you replay the way he tried to say that? Being like what am I supposed to say?
In full disclaimer, okay, if it wasn't for Jordan, I'd be the oldest guy on YouTube. So I'm very grateful for your existence.
I pride myself in that. I believe, and I've checked it, that I'm the oldest person with over 10 million subscribers. Ever in the history of ever.
Dude,
right? So that's like to be the first at anything, even if it means the oldest.
I mean, there's so many adults out there that feel like it's too late for them now.
Of course.
And especially you have responsibilities, you have a mortgage, you have kids.